Salute, salute. Salute to God, the Most High, the creator of everything. Salute to all my day one. Salute to the new subscribers. And I got to cut through this, y'all. I got to cut through this. So, one time, and let's get it. Now, I'm aware, and you're aware, and even Snoop is aware that there are certain people who don't like politics. So, for those people, here's your warning: turn the page. Turn the channel. I understand if this is one video I won't get the views on. If this is one video, that you won't partake in, I get it. Not my first rodeo. But I have to cover this. Now, we know that there are lives being lost. There are lives being misplaced. There are lives being put in dismay right now due to these wildfires in California. Now, I have saw news clip after news clip after news clip of multiple people being arrested for starting these wildfires. Now, I'm going to cover a lot right here, okay? Also, we know about the dams and the reservoirs being empty. We know about the funding being cut, to the fire department in Los Angeles. We know about this. I think they said it was like $20 million that was cut from the budget last year. All right. The reservoirs have been empty since February of last year. And not only that, you mean to tell me that the 2028 Olympics is said to be hosted in Los Angeles in 2028? But wait, ladies and gentlemen, what are we missing? See, every time the mainstream media puts these stories out there, they're trying to take our attention away from something. Let's focus on what I just said. A smart city in 2028, the Olympics being hosted by Los Angeles when it is on fire right now. How would you rebuild that so fast? Better question. How would you tear it down to begin to build your smart city at that speed? I don't know. Maybe cut some policies and budgets towards the Los Angeles Fire Department, maybe remove some reservoirs so that you can restore fish, spearhead, salmon, all this other stuff to the Native Americans, who were affected, you know, whose ecosystem was affected by these dams being there, you know. Who's to say? Who's to say? So I believe first off, I want to say my condolences to everyone who has lost their lives, lost loved ones, lost their belongings, lost assets, all of this. And we're not even mentioning that the insurance companies have been canceling these policies, ladies and gentlemen. But let's listen to what y'all go subscribe to Kwame Brown Bus Life. Y'all know I'm a huge Kwame Brown fan as well. But I found this clip of Gavin Newsom. Y'all check this out. Fair use educational purposes.
Policy was not full. And that's exactly what triggered my desire to get the investigation to understand what was happening with that local reservoir. That was not a state system reservoir, which the president-elect was referring to as it relates to the Delta and somehow connecting the Delta smelt to this fire, which is inexcusable because it's inaccurate, also incomprehensible to anyone that understands water policy in the state. Notice how Gavin doesn't get into the details. Empty reservoirs not being built, budget cuts.
I want y'all to pay attention to how these trees are still green, they're still full, they're still standing. They're surrounded around the same infrastructure that burned. Look at the buildings, look at the houses, look at this, but look at the trees still standing. To me, that looks like a controlled burn. I'm sorry. Allegedly, that looks like a controlled burn because in a brush fire, brush, trees, weeds, everything is combustible. These trees are still full and still standing, ladies and gentlemen. See, I go above and beyond, and I'm not afraid to say what I'm thinking. Let's get it.
Lawsuits to save the smelt. All that's true. Gavin destroyed dams and then bragged about it. The Klamath River once supported one of the largest runs of salmon on the western United States. And for decades, dams along the Klamath River blocked salmon from migrating, damaging our ecosystems and hurting native communities who rely on these fish. By removing the dams, we're helping to restore salmon, steelhead, and lamprey populations, restoring, get this, 400 miles of historic spawning habitat, bringing life back to the river, supporting commercial.
Kwame, I'm gonna say it for you, brother. I'm gonna say it for you, brother. So California is burning right now, but it was more important to remove these dams so that they can restore the population of salmon and what they said, spearhead fish. You know, and man, this is crazy. This is crazy. But yet, mainstream media is telling us that these stories aren't true. And here's the governor of California, Gavin Newsom, saying that he did it. Now look at all these lives that's being affected by this crisis right now in Los Angeles. All of Los Angeles. And you know what? Every place burning in Los Angeles right now is a spot that I saw on the map where they plan to build these smart cities. A city that can think for itself. A city that has sensors everywhere. Everywhere. To make it easier for human life. Now let's think about smart cars. Autopilot. You know, they can parallel park you. They can get you from this location to that location. A smart city, a city that lives for you, a city that does everything. I don't want that. I wouldn't want that. And if you think for a minute that they don't have the funds, see, they cut these budgets to save money. They know they're going to bring in great revenue hosting the 2028 Olympics in Los Angeles. Ladies and gentlemen, go look this up. But how can you make this money? How can you host the Olympics if there is no Los Angeles? It's under fire right now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a plan to build and construct what they've been talking about for the past 4 to 7 years, a smart city in Los Angeles. They're already doing it in other parts of the world. They're already doing it. It's already been done. Smart cities, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, where you have AIs and robots serving you and running around and doing this. Yes, yes. Go look it up. Go look up Los Angeles Smart City 2028, and then go look where the Olympics is said to be hosted. You think Los Angeles is going to look like this in 2028? No way.
So, Gavin, you're on camera looking stupid like a little stork, a little bird, admitting you destroyed dams, sir. That's why California have no water. You got salmon, but you got no damn water. So now, when it's time for you to fight a fire, and one or two houses go up, and wind is blowing on everybody else's house, those embers go on other people's roof. There's no water to stop the fires from spreading. You can't contain it. So, voila, all of LA is on fire. But they want to act like, oh, it has nothing to do with us unblocking these dams and fucking up the water system. It has nothing to do with that. It's just climate change. This is ridiculous. I don't understand why people, man, them people in LA, boy, this shit is crazy, man. How is he still able to stand on camera in LA while people's houses done been burnt to the ground? How is he able to stand on camera without people saying, hell no, you a piece of shit?
Because they are all a part of the same game, the same agenda. I already said they cut this funding. When you cut a budget and you cut funding to something else, it's to create a budget or an experiment, money for an experiment somewhere else. You're going to pull money wherever you can. For example, down here in Florida, during hurricane season, FEMA went belly up because the government borrowed $1 billion from FEMA to put towards the illegal immigration benefits, the benefits and the programs that the illegal immigrants were living off of, the money, the housing, the health care. Yes. And what happened during hurricane season? Thousands upon thousands of people lost their homes, lost their property, lost their possessions. She was one of them. She was one of them. All right. So When you remove dams to restore a fish population, and trust me, I love some fish. I don't eat meat. I'm a pescatarian. I love me. I love me some fish now. I'm a fish man. I love me some salmon. All right, especially some blackened salmon. But when you remove dams to restore the fish population, what are you saying to the safety of the people in a state that is known for burning and having wildfires, you know, all throughout their state every year? We're talking annually. That's like Florida not having hurricane proof windows and doors. You know? How? Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about this. Let me know what you think and go look up that smart city. All right? Y'all know what to do. Y'all know what to do. Get your one on one. Get your one on one. Get your one on one with your higher power, man. There's only one God, man. There's only one God, and we got to stop putting our faith in these human beings because they are out. Man, listen, they are out on some negative, demonic, anti-human type stuff right now, allegedly, man. We are not in their best interest. You know what I'm saying? These are millionaires and billionaires who want to construct this world the way they want it. You know, it used to be about the people. I'm blabbing again. Y'all stay prayed up, stay blessed up, stay meditated up, stay protected, stay real, stay conscious, stay uncut, be inspired, be great, and always be you. That's who God made you. Ashe.